To your new family welcome session, elementary grades families. My name is Veronica Opani. I'm your elementary grade family school partnership coordinator. Before we get started, I wanted to give you some tools that you can use in future sessions, you and your student. So, by right next to your name, you will see the settings icon. It looks like a cog in the attendees pane. That will pull up your settings box. When you do have the capability to turn on your microphone or your webcam, please you can utilize turning them on in the settings box. Also, when you have the capability to type in the chat box, you can turn off the chat notification. With Jigsaw, anyone that types in the chat box, the frequency of it, you will get all of those notifications. So you may want to turn it off because it can get a little distraction. You just hit notification and uncheck the notification. Uncheck the notification for chats. Also, if you have to step away, you got to go to the bathroom, you need to go run and do something real quick, you can click the step away function. I think Miss Gilliard has stepped away in the room, and it just grays out your name and it shows everybody in the room that you're currently not present. So when you come back, you'll just click step away again in the settings icon, and then it will bring you back to the room. If at any time you find that your connection is getting kind of wonky, or I've frozen and you don't hear anything, just do refresh my connection and it will kind of refresh the browser for you, so that you're back into the room. You can also hit Control R on your keyboard to refresh your connection. In future sessions, you may have the capability to jump into different breakout rooms. When the host makes those settings available, you'll see in the attendance pane, there's a quick move icon. It looks like a little notebook. So again, in this room, we don't have a breakout room, so you do not see it here, but in future sessions, this is what it's gonna look like. If you're on your mobile device, it looks a little different. You have to, I think on your mobile device, you have to click on the 3-person. It kind of looks like this on the top of the screen right here. Click on the 3-person on your mobile device, and then you'll see the attendees. You'll see this box here where it shows everybody's names, or it says attendees on your end. But it'll show everybody's names, and then right next to it, you'll see the quick move icon. Again, once that functionality is available. So once that functionality is available, then you can click on it and you can see you can move into the desired rooms you want to go to. So those are just some tips that you can take with you when you go to future sessions. Again, my name is Veronica Opani. I am your family school partnership for elementary grades. That's my email address. Right here, you probably have received some newsletters from me already. Please email me if you have any questions. I'm going to share with you later on who you need to go to email during the school, or who you need to email during the school year if you have any generic questions, or just need to know where to go. So here at GCA, your family school partnership team and your whole school, your district leaders, your teachers, everyone internalize parent and family engagement, because we understand how important it is here at GCA. It increases participation from all parties. Our teachers participate more. Our parents and family members and learning coaches participate more. It also increases communication. We're all open with communication. We collaborate with our parents, we collaborate with our schools, and we collaborate with our community, because we want everyone to understand our mission, which our mission is the whole child, educating the whole child to ensure that they have reached their academic achievement and success. So what we're going to do here, as far as our department, we provide so many different opportunities for parent and family engagement. These are just a few of them. We provide so much more, but we provide parent and student programs. You will be seeing a whole rollout of programs that you and your students can get involved in as the school year continues. We will have meetings, parent meetings, trainings, workshops for you and your student to participate in. More of our parents, we have more workshops targeted to our parents and meetings targeted to our parents. But your students will have opportunities, leadership opportunities, opportunities to get connected with other students in the school, opportunities to get connected with communities through our community partner ship team. We have volunteer opportunities here at GCA. So we provide those programs for you and your student. We recognize the value of parents here at GCA. So we work with you as equal partners. Parents, learning coaches, family members, who all the members in that student's life that is reaching that that goal with the whole child, reaching that student's academic potential. So we see everyone as equal partners here, and we're going to communicate and work with you as such. We provide a school and parent compact, which is an agreement between your schools, between your teachers, between the learning coaches and the students, as ways that we all are going to work together to, again, reach that goal for that student. We also provide our parent and family engagement policy. Our parent and family engagement policy is what we provide here at GCA as far as family engagement. Our parent meetings, our volunteer opportunities, our ways for families to get connected, ways for families to get involved. We provide all of that in that policy in a family-friendly language. And of course, as you guys are going to notice throughout the school year, we're going to be providing tons of resources, tons of communications to all of our families. And we're going to also be making sure that we understand that we do have those special populations. So we do have a family school partnership coordinator specific to our special population. Our families that are English learner students or limited English proficient, our gifted families, our special education families, you name it. We all have a family school partnership coordinator designated for all of our families in their walks of life. Our mission at Georgia Cyber Academy is to provide an interactive educational environment, virtual educational environment that is student-centered, that is differentiated, that is individualized. Here at GCA, we are individualizing our education based on that student, and we do that from kindergarten through 12th grade. Our vision at GCA is with that individualization and that differentiation, we are empowering them. We are making sure that these students understand that they have the power to reach their full academic potential. So by doing that, we're collaborating and making and building partnerships with the students, with our parents and family members, with the learning coaches, with administrators. We all are here. Our vision is to empower our students so that they can reach their full academic potential and, emerge in either a career or college-ready path. So meet your fabulous academic administration team. You have your principal, Mrs. Amber Loffridge. You may see that her name says Crystal. Her first name is Crystal, but she goes by Amber. But Mrs. Loffridge has a beautiful team of assistant principals that are here to support you and your student and reach that full academic potential. We have Mrs. Tina Nunn, who is our instructional support service assistant principal. We have Ms. Tanya Smith, who is our curriculum and instruction for math and science. We have Ms. Andrea Booner, who is our curriculum instruction for ELA and social studies. We have Ms. Susan Rudd, who is our K-5 systems and operation, and Ms. Tamisha Shelton, who is our K-5 discipline and attendance assistant principal. And all of these women are here working to, again, reach that goal for getting those students full academic, or getting those students that the tools that they need for their full academic potential. And they're educating our teachers and supporting our teachers and helping with that goal. I am going to put quickly in the chat box, give me a second, our faculty directory. Our faculty directory is where you can go to find any and all of our staff here at GCA. At any time you're trying to look for a staff member and you do not see it in the faculty directory, it's most likely they're new to GCA and we're building that information live. So in the chat box is our faculty directory. You can get their email addresses as well as their extensions on the faculty directory if you are curious to reach out to any of your teachers as well as your administrative staff. The overview here at in the elementary school, we start school bright and early at 8 o'clock in our morning meetings. That could be the counseling program, which counseling meets with our students 3 times out of the week to provide counseling initiatives, or you can have homeroom activities. So from 8 to 8:20 is homeroom. Um, we have consistent live classes, so our teachers teach live every day, Monday through Friday, in all of our um, our core content classes each day. So you will have live instruction each day, unless there is an asynchronous day, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the session. We have a tier 2 and 3 support session for math and reading. Elective class require us to meet. Are required to meet once a week. You will have 2 electives per week. All grade bands have a common lunch. So if you have students in different schools, at GCA, they will have a common lunch at 11:55 to 12:55. We are writing focused in ELA, science, and social studies, and we have streamlined platform. We have a streamlined platform. I'm going to share with you guys what that platform is later on in the session. And of course, all of our students are required to be on camera during assessments, so MAPs and IAs. Your students will be required to be on camera on those times. All right, so this is just a sample schedule of a 3rd through 5th grade. You have 7 periods. Sorry, I said 4 periods. You have 7 periods, 10-minute breaks in between class, and again, a common lunch. To get your schedule and what the specifics, like what classes, what time, you will go to Infinite Campus, or Canvas will have your schedule loaded after you finish all of your maps. So it may take a few days after you finish maps, but your classes will be loaded in Infinite Campus and on your Canvas calendar, and you'll know what classes are where and what periods you have to go to. So this is your counseling team for elementary. You have Tiana is 3rd grade, your 3rd grade counselor. Miss Alexis is your 4th grade counselor, and Miss Vera is your 5th grade counselor. And all their mission is to focus and empower students on self-awareness, confidence, building good relationships, social skills. They are working with them through academics and social and emotional, career education. So they have a lot of areas that they want to work with your student in order to, again, prepare them for the everyday, the everyday life, and any path that they are choosing to go to once they, leave GCA or grow, to make those types of decisions. So that's what our elementary school counselors are here for our students, to empower them so that they are equipped to, be successful. As a learning coach, you do have a lot of responsibility here at GCA, and that is to make sure you just monitor, make sure you're present for your student, supervise your student, and making sure that they are, present in class and present at school, meaning doing assignments each school day. So you do have to enter their attendance. So attendance is entered in our nucleus application. I'm going to be sharing with you guys later on in this session what that looks like. What that means, nucleus, which is your attendance app. You will be entering attendance daily. So the attendance that you will be entering is any assignments that they do, any supplemental work that they do outside of class. Class attendance is entered automatically when your students attend class live and stay to its entirety. So your Jigsaw, this is Jigsaw, the class that we're in, or the session that we're in. Your Jigsaw is going to talk to our attendance application, letting the attendance application know that your student was in class. So your student has to be in class on time and stay through its entirety for it to be logged in correctly. So you also are responsible, obviously, reading all those emails that we send to you, answering any type of communications as it applies, making sure that you are sending in all documents that are requested. Because again, we're functioning just like a school. We need up to date documents sometimes, so we are going to be requesting that from you. We also want your feedback. Again, we value you as learning coaches, as parents, as family members. So we want feedback. We will be sending out some surveys to get your feedback, keeping your students' information up to date, monitoring your students' assignments, making sure that they're completing everything on time, and making sure that their grades are up to par to their standards, and empowering them, right? If they had a goal that they wanted their grades to to get A's in math, empowering them to do that. Ensure that your student attends all their required classes live. Your teachers are teaching every single day, so ensuring that they are going to class live, and making sure when they are taking assessments that they're not going on any other sites to look up the answers, right? We want to make sure we truly understand what your students know. So make sure that they're not, going to other sites trying to look up answers. We'll know if you have a GCA issued computer. So just make sure that they're not doing that and getting any additional help, because we want to make sure we understand what they truly know. Also, with parents, some of our students may struggle in reading and understanding the questions and answers to the assessments. Please don't help them. Just tell them to do their best, encourage them, motivate them to do their best, because we just want to make sure that we're getting them the help that they need. We are getting them the resources that they need as well. And then for parents, communicate to your teachers, your FELs, your family engagement liaisons, your counselors, your support staff. Communicate to us if you're struggling or if your student is struggling, so that we can get you the support and the resources that you need. And then this is what we expect of our students. So I will be sending out a recording if you want to, and the slides. If you want to go over this with your student, feel free. But empower them to letting you guys know, hey, I need a distraction-free learning environment, right? So if mom and dad or family member is walking in and they're talking loud while they're in class, empower them to tell everyone, hey, it has to be distraction-free. So a distraction-free learning environment, treating themselves and others with respect. Your teachers will give them opportunities in class to type in the chat box, to have some social time in class. So making sure that they, understand that they must be respectful, because the teachers are giving that little window of communication. So you don't want them to not have that window, right? So just telling them to make sure they're respectful every time they go into class. Respect their school property, meaning, just be mindful. Any cups near your computer, don't pour anything on your computer, right? Cleaning up your computer, cleaning your space, your work area, your printer that you may have been sent out. Just making sure every school property that if you have any school property, that it is kept to standard. Engage and participate in live classes. Your teachers want you to engage. Your teachers want you to participate. So please encourage your students to participate in class. Understand and utilize the procedures for resolving concerns, any conflicts. Encourage your students to notify their teacher if they have some concerns in class, or if they want to ask any questions. Please encourage them to notify their teachers. They don't have to do it in class. They can email their teacher outside of class. So encourage them to be and empower them to be owners of their education. Attend classes, obviously, and turn in all their assignments on time. Participate in assessments, including state mandated tests when during the stipulated time periods. So I mentioned earlier about asynchronous day. That is the only day that your student won't go to class live. And that is during times where your teachers have professional developments or any type of emergencies that come up. They will record their session. So they're not teaching live. They're just going to record the session, right? They're record the content for the day. So your student has to view that recording that day, okay, and complete all assignments and tasks on that day. Your teachers will give you advance notice when this happens. There may be some times where you don't get an advance notice when a class is canceled, but meaning 24 hours prior. But we will work with you and your student. We will tell you guys what you need to do on that day if it is an emergency where it just happened that the class needs to be canceled. However, on scheduled asynchronous days, you will get recordings, and you will need to, you meaning students, will need to view them by the end of the day. I've been encouraging families, just follow your schedule. Even if it's an asynchronous day, follow your schedule, right? So when math class starts, just do the recording during that time so you can end school a little bit early if you finish all your assignments and do your recordings. Don't wait till the end of the day to listen to all recordings all at the same time, and factor in those breaks. So just go ahead and follow your schedule on asynchronous day. How to access those recordings, I'm going to show you. You access it in Jigsaw. You'll go to your course. You will go to Jigsaw, and then you'll go to the recorded tab, and you will see the naming convention for asynchronous day. Again, your teachers are going to be giving detailed instructions for what an asynchronous day is supposed to look like. So students' attendance will be taken through Jigsaw, and once they've reviewed the recording. So they have to review the recording. So attendance will still be taken the same way as if it was live. They will be taken through Jigsaw, but you will also put in any assignments that they have done outside of viewing the recording in the attendance app. And I'm going to share with you guys a session that you're going to need to go to, if not today, sometime in the few days to weeks, so you can get an understanding about attendance. Attendance is important here at GCA. So we use attendance, or the app that we use is called Nucleus. It's the program that will track your students' attendance. That includes any missing Jigsaw live classes, any classes that they've attended, any excused absences. So if you have any excused absences and you need documentation that is uploaded, you can upload it through your Nucleus app. You can also add in additional work, like I was saying, outside of class, any assignments, any supplemental stuff, you can add that into your Nucleus. So again, your students' attendance will be recorded. If they attend class live and stay to its entirety, it will be recorded in Nucleus without you recording it. Jigsaw is going to talk to Nucleus and say that your student was there for class that day. The only thing you need to enter in is additional work, like assignments that they did outside of class. Who do you contact when you have any questions about attendance? You'll contact your attendance specialist. They are getting ready to send out welcome letters, so you'll know who your attendance specialist is. You also can contact your attendance specialist through the Nucleus app. It will have their name there, and you can email them or call them on the Nucleus app. That's something that's really cool. So in case you have any questions about attendance or anything like that, you can contact them real time in the app. They have help sessions that are going to be going on through September 30th. That's really cool. And it's twice a day. So they have it Monday through Friday, twice a day. I'm going to pop that link in the chat box. Here's the parent calendar. The parent calendar is going to be your friend, right? So it is the calendar that you can go to find any help sessions, any upcoming meetings that we will have. So bookmark that parent calendar. But the parent calendar has the Nucleus Live help session, so you can access the rooms in the different times from the parent calendar. And again, Nucleus Live help is to get any questions answered about Nucleus, setting up your Nucleus account, understanding attendance. Please go to that live help. If there's another one that begins at 4 p.m. If you can go, I recommend you going. Okay, I am going to do a little engagement here. So at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a smiley face. That's an emoji. Give me an emoji if your student has completed all of their maps. That is math, reading, science, social studies, all of their maps. Give me an emoji. I don't see anything. So if you look at the bottom left of your screen, right underneath my video, you've completed, and now it's so you've completed the assessment. I think it's called the new student testing. Give me an emoji. I see a thumbs down, Priscilla. So you haven't. So okay. Well, we are having new student testing, which is MAP. I think that's what they're calling it, the new student testing and MAP test. Your student needs to take those tests before school starts, right? So try to get, they're having tests administered at 3:30 every single day. Please try to get into those tests to complete it, because if your student doesn't complete those assessments, and again, it's called the new student assessment or MAP testing, they will not get a schedule to start school. So you will need to get tested, your students tested, so that they can start school. If you have finished all of your maps and you completed all your maps, your student will follow their schedule once a schedule is created in their Canvas calendar. Also, you'll see their schedule in Infinite Campus, but your student will get their schedule created in Canvas, and their student will follow that. It will share all the classes, what class they need to go to. So the student should be following their schedule in Canvas calendar. They also need to make sure that they're engaged, that they participate, type in the chat box that they're new. Teachers like to see that as well. So my learning coaches, again, if you have completed MAP, please check your students' Canvas inboxes, your personal email, just to make sure you're not missing anything, and get familiar with the Canvas parent portal. Also get familiar with any other GCA programs that you and your student need to be in. Make sure that you enter your students' attendance for the first week of school. All families need to make sure they enter their students' attendance for the first week of school. But for the most part, if you have a schedule, the only attendance that you're going to be entering again is any assignments that they're doing outside of class. And I am encouraging all families to go to the Nucleus Live help sessions to know anything and everything about attendance. So if you have time today, please go to the Nucleus Live help session so you can get some information about attendance. So if you have not completed your MAP, that is what I'm trying to tell you. Go ahead and complete the MAP. It's called the New Family MAP. This is the Welcome New Family MAP testing. I think that's the communications that are going out. Your student needs to make sure they finish all of those tests before they get a schedule. So parents, your responsibility as well as your students is get them finished up with testing. Check all your students' Canvas messages, check your personal email. So again, you have to get that, or your student will not, or complete that, or your student will not get a schedule. For my learning coaches, you still have to enter attendance even though your student doesn't have a schedule come Monday. So again, like I keep saying, please go to the Nucleus Live help session so that you know what to do and how to enter your student's attendance come Monday if your student is still, scheduled to take MAPS, okay? You'll be getting communication today about our students that have started after our August 2nd start date. We are going to be providing a Recover, Relearn, and it's called the CHAMP Checkpoints module. This is information and resources, content for the student to have everything that we have already covered prior to them starting. So this is all the information that we've covered in class prior to them starting. So that's content. So math, ELA, science and social studies, everything that we've covered before they started. And it's going to be condensed. So it's not a whole 2-3 weeks of work. It's condensed. And there is like one grade per week. Why do you need to do it? Obviously, it is going to make sure that your student is prepared and equipped to continue on with the most current work, right? Your student is still responsible for doing current all the current work that is scheduled and administered to them as they start. But we are just trying to make sure that they're equipped to continue on and make them feel empowered, and don't make them and not having them feel that they've been left behind, right? So that's the reason why we're doing it, so that they don't feel that they're left behind, and they're equipped so that they can continue moving forward. Where to find these modules? So it is going to be loaded in, and I'm going to share with you what Canvas and modules and all of that. You guys probably already heard all of those terms because you're going through Strong Start and you're completing your Strong Start courses, right? So it's going to be located at the bottom of your course page in your module. I am going to send out a video with instructions on what this means, so you guys don't have to feel like, okay, I don't know what she's talking about. Where is this? It's going to be a video with screenshots. It's going to share with you where to go, how to complete it, you and your student, how to complete it. And you can utilize this video at any time. So when you're ready to get back into the Recover Relearn, you can pull up this video, and you can follow it line by line. So when does it need to be completed? So students will have until December 3rd to complete all of the work, okay? Your teacher is going to share with you, especially in the video, on ways that you can factor in putting the Recover Relearn in your schedule, because you are responsible for doing current work, but we do have that Recover, Relearn modules that you'll need to do on those times where your student isn't doing anything current, where they have free time. So for my students with an IEP, if you are a student that is receiving special education services and you have an IEP, we will be scheduling an intake meeting with you and your student, right? So if you have the proper documentation, we will send out an email inviting you to your intake meeting. We want our learning coaches, our legal guardians, our parents to all be in that meeting. If they're different or if they're one person, we're going to invite you to that meeting, and we're going to send an email. We're going to be going over your students' IEP accommodations. We're going to review your courses, and there may be, like after the intake meeting, there may be some adjustments to your student schedule. So for my families that have students that are in our special education program, look forward to that IEP intake meeting that will be coming soon. If you have any special education documents and you did not upload them during enrollment, I'm giving you the enrollment email address. Please email those special education documents to enrollment at georgiacyber.org so we can have it in your student's file. So we are here for you, right? So before I was saying you can email me, now as you're starting to get your feet wet and everything like that. So when you're in school, definitely when in doubt, go to your family engagement liaison. They are there to answer any general questions, how to get things set up, your Infinite Campus, your parent Canvas account, how to navigate things. They're there for those type of supports. Any personal and information updates that is going on with your family, or you moved, or your phone numbers have changed, please reach out to your family engagement liaison, as they will be the ones updating that in our systems. Your homeroom teacher, you will have a homeroom teacher and a content teacher. So your homeroom teacher is going to be giving you grade level information. They're going to be doing conferences with you and your students, instructional learning plans with you and your students, and they will give understanding resources for you and your student. And then your content teacher is responsible for your content, right? So responsible for their live classes, their live class schedule. They're responsible for the content resources, either your grades, instructional levels, and so on. So when in doubt, if you have just general questions, go to your family engagement coordinator. If you have academic questions, you can go to your homeroom teacher and or your content teacher. Best practice for reaching out here at GCA, we prefer emails because we like to get those questions answered to the right department, right? We like to research before we give an answer. So we prefer email, but we do understand if you need to talk to somebody live, please contact us, leave a message. If you don't get a live person, remember your teachers are in class from 8 o'clock to 3:30. Our teachers are teaching live throughout the day. So your teachers will get in contact with you as soon as possible. And here, how we get connected is for our students, we do student clubs. Our clubs are going to be rolling out soon. We're super excited about it. It's an opportunity for our students to fellowship with each other. So you will get information about clubs shortly soon. And then we have our community events. So we have a cool community events community partnership team that provides social and enrichment opportunities for students. They do have some in-person events that are very small, just to go, in support of the not support in lieu of COVID and CDC guidelines. We do have some in-person sessions that are very small. So if you are interested in going in person, you can feel free to go to our events calendar, and I'm going to put it in the chat box, and register. We have a ton of virtual opportunities though for families that want to take advantage of still having fun but online. So we do have a ton of virtual opportunities that our students can take advantage of, and I'm going to go get that link for you guys. The GCA website is a wealth of information. So it has a wealth of information. You can go to your search function on the website and just type in anything that comes to mind in regards to school. And you will find it on our website, how to do things, tutorial videos, and etc. So definitely I encourage you, if you have a moment, let me go ahead and put the GCA website in the chat box, to go and explore the GCA website. It is a wealth of information. So for our parents, how we get you connected, we're going to be sending out, and you have already received newsletters that are going to give you resources, information about meetings and workshops. We have parent leadership opportunities for our families to get involved in, a parent advisory council. We have the parent advisory council will be comprised of 27 members, all from all areas, right? We'll have a special education parent representative, ESOL representative. So we try to get a ton of different type of perspectives in that council, so that we are having healthy conversations with our district administrator. The stipulation or the criteria for being in the parent advisory council, you have to be at least 1 year into GCA. I'm looking into opening up to all families being able, to be able to apply. It is an application based. So all families, I mean new families, to be able to apply, because we do want to get that new family perspective as well. So we do have the parent teacher student organization. It's like PTA or PTSO at brick and mortar schools or your local school. And they are a thriving organization. They support our school. They provide fundraising opportunities for families and our students. And we give back to our students. They give back to our students. They do have a spirit store. So if you want to get some spirit gear, GCA spirit gear, they have an array of different things. They have mouse pads. They have jackets, sweaters, polos, you name it. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, Miss Michelle, I think she type that in the chat box, Mrs. Michelle. Please visit our GCA PTSO website so you can see all the wonderful spirit gear and opportunities for volunteering or signing up or registering to be a member. We're going to have a membership drive coming soon so that families can register and see what's coming up. They are going to have a membership meeting coming up soon as well, so you can find out all the good things that PTSO is doing. PTSO also has a Facebook page that is closed to only parents that are in GCA. So if you are part of Facebook, you probably want to go and search that. It is on the GCA PTSO website on how to be part of that group. So I'm just going to go over some quick tips of Canvas and how to get you started for your first week of school or get you through your first week of school. You probably already have heard a lot of this through your tutorial videos, but I'm just going to get you a little quick tips in your toolbox. So every day, how to log into school. Remember how I said a streamlined platform. Clever is your streamlined platform. Clever houses all GCA programs. Anything about GCA, Clever is going to house it. So your student has the Clever account. Parents, you don't have a Clever account. Your student has the Clever account. So to access the student's Clever account, you will need to obviously log into Clever or go to the Clever website and then log in with Google with your student's Gmail account. Okay. And Miss Michelle Gilliard, if you can put in the chat box Clever for me, how they can log into Clever, that address there for me. Thank you, Mrs. Gilliard. So again, you get into Clever and you'll log in with Google. You may at this moment try to get there and it will say, oh, you can't log in and so on and so forth. It's because it's waiting for your first day of school, right? It hasn't yet to initialize on the back end. We put a start date for all of our students to access our programs. For a Clever at least. So once your start date is the 30th, so on the 30th, you'll go into Clever and then you will go log in with Google. Mrs. Gilliard has it in the chat box. You'll go into Google and then it will populate, or you'll log in with Google and it'll populate your student's Clever account. I apologize. Your student's Clever account may have some of their teachers up at the top before you get down to your district resources where it says Canvas. That's how you will access your Canvas. You'll click on Canvas. As you can see, there are other different, and this is just a sample, but there are other different programs that your student will be utilizing in their Clever account that their teachers are going to direct them to utilize. So that's the reason why we said it's a streamlined platform. Clever is a streamlined platform. It has all of the applications that we use here at GCA. So once you click on on Canvas, you're going to land on your dashboard. It's going to be the landing page. Your dashboard is always a landing page. You can definitely choose all the different options down here, but dashboard is going to be your landing page. You'll have your card view where it is going to be your courses. Your courses are your cards here, and you can click on those cards to get to your course, the direct course. Or you can click on course and then you can see a list of all of your classes and you can click on the hyperlink to get to the course page as well. But this can get you to your course page and courses can get you to your course page. So as you can see here, you will have a to-do list. The to-do list will list out all the items that your student needs to do and any outstanding items that they need to do or any items that are coming up. You'll also have a quick snapshot of your view grades. So you can see your students' grades in your view and in your students' view. And you can click on that where you can click on the actual class and it will share all the assignments that were graded or quizzes that were graded and tests that were graded. So you can take a deeper dive once you click on view grades and see all the assignments and quizzes that your students have completed. The calendar is a great view of what you and your student need to do for the day, right? Or for the week. Automatically, it's going to be on month view. I've been telling families to go ahead and change it to agenda view because agenda view looks like this. It's kind of like a planner, whereas month view will kind of look like this, right? It just looks all bunched up together. And for me, I can't follow it. So I've always just gone to agenda view. So it's just spelled out for me here. So what will happen on your agenda view, you will see a list of your classes, your daily assignments, your due assignments, and you'll know what to do each day. So this is a guide to help you know what to do each day, right? And when you click on the hyperlink, some of the links will take you directly to the assignments. If you click on the hyperlink for your classes, it won't take you directly to your class. It's going to share with you what you need to do and how to get to class. Make sure when you're in your calendar that you have all your calendars checked. so that you're not missing anything on this view. If you don't have all of your calendars checked, it won't show up here. So if you have multiple students, what we've encouraged our families that have multiple students is pick one child at a time, right? So it doesn't, because they all will load here. They all will load here. So pick one student at a time just to see what one student is doing. And then for my families that have just one student, just make sure all of the calendars are checked. And make sure on your students' end that all of the calendars are checked. You may hear a time where Johnny, your student, and they say, oh, I don't have math class, or I don't have ELA class. I don't see it on my calendar schedule. Make sure all of their calendars are checked, okay? I've had students in the past years, they were like, I didn't know I had a math class. And it was because it wasn't checked here. So they need to make sure all of their classes are checked. And then, so once you are ready to get to class, right, you'll go to your dashboard. You can go to your dashboard to access your course, or you can go to courses to access your course. So let's talk about math. So we'll go to our dashboard to access our course by clicking on the course card, the math course card. Your course page will pull up. I took a side screenshot. This is not what your course page is going to look like, but this is the side screenshot. Your home page will have your teacher's name and resources on your homepage. And then on the left-hand side, you will see where it shows announcements, grades, modules, and Jigsaw. So we're trying to get to class, right? So we'll click on Jigsaw, and what will pop up, and this is, I don't have the screenshot, but I'm sure you guys have seen it, trying to get to those map tests, right? So it will pop up, it will say join now, and below it, it will say view all of my classes, right? So for all intents and purposes, we're trying to get to math class. So we're going to join now, right? We're going to click that join now button. Now we have asynchronous day, right? And we're trying to get our math recording. We're going to go to view all my sessions, right? So view all my sessions will pull up this screen, and it's going to have all of your students' classes listed and loaded. The naming convention is going to be, it's very easy. They will have the name of the class, the teacher, the period, and so on. But to access the recordings, I hope you guys can see. Let me make myself a little. To access the recordings, you will see it said record. The record tab, you'll click on the record tab, and the naming convention for that asynchronous day will be loaded. You can also, just so that you can kind of filter out, let's say, for instance, you want to review a recording from the day before. All your students' classes are recorded. So if you want to review the recording the day before, you can go to this filter and kind of filter out the newest or the oldest or the dates. It's a good filtering field, so you can filter out some of those classes and recordings if you need to look for them and search for them. So how to do classwork, assignments, all of that stuff. So you'll go again to your course card or courses, and then you'll go to the landing page will come up, or the course page will come up. You'll go to modules, and modules is where you will go to do your lessons. And again, you guys are probably familiar with this because you're doing it in Strong Start, right? So this is where you'll go to do your lessons, or your students will go to do their lessons. Their graded assignments, their graded coursework, their daily assignments, etc. That's where they will go to do all and complete all of their work that they need to do for the day. For my families that have multiple students, this is a really cool tip. If you have multiple students, you may want to go ahead and personalize that, because you will have all of their classes loaded on your dashboard. So how to differentiate? You click these 3 dots right on your course card. So again, it has to be in course card view. So it will look like this. You'll click on the 3 dots, and then you can make a nickname of the class. So this parent did Brandy's math class. And the cool thing about nicknaming this with multiple students is you will know when a teacher is emailing you, you'll know what, class or what student that's from, right? So the email will state Brandy's math class in the subject line so you know what teacher that's coming from. Also, you can move the course cards. You have an opportunity to move the course cards. You have an opportunity to color code the course cards. So it's just something fun that you can do to personalize it so that you don't drive yourself crazy with all of the different courses that are loaded in your dashboard view. We do have Learning Coach Live Help. So if you are needing help, you want to know what it is to be a learning coach, and you just need somebody to talk to, we are there Monday through Wednesday. So we'll start again on Monday from 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, there for you to get any support that you need. We'll have a district administrators in breakout rooms as well to answer any questions. If you have any academic type questions or special education type questions, we'll have district leaders there to support during that time. So again, it starts Monday through Wednesday, 12 to 1 o'clock. How do you get to Learning Coach Live Help? Through the parent calendar. I'm going to go ahead and pop that calendar in the chat box again. Through the parent calendar, that's where you will get all of the links to any parent meetings, any help sessions that you want to attend. So I'm going to pop that in the chat box again. So we had some meetings. I know it says upcoming meetings, but we had some meetings that were really cool. I wish you guys were here to view them, but we do have these meetings in a recording, so I will be sending them out to you guys so that you can get the recordings. We have had our district town hall, which was an opportunity for our district leaders and administrators to come and just give announcements and welcome you to the new school year. We had our advanced and gifted parent information session, which was a great information session for families that are interested in our advanced and gifted program. So I'll just send those recordings out. And we had a copyright piracy and literacy training meeting that happened this past Tuesday. That was really cool. So I'll be giving out the recordings. What you guys are needing to look forward to is elementary curriculum night. That's going to be the day that you guys start school, the 30th, that evening. So we want you to come to hear from your principal and your assistant principals and your content teachers about what we teach here at GCA, why we do it, and the assessments that we provide, and why so many of them, and what the purpose is behind the assessments that we provide here to our students at GCA. So on behalf of your elementary staff, we look forward to a great school year. We know you guys are starting a little bit after our first start date, but we are here to support you and get you on your way to rise up to the occasion. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we're going to go ahead and have a quick Q&A. So I'm going to start the recording.